You ever like cried over a man or a woman that wasn't worth crying over? Like you move on later and you think about everything that person stood for or stands for, their goals and aspirations in life, how they look at things, how they think, how they do things. You look at everything and you ask yourself, what the hell is wrong with me? And you thinking to yourself like, it's almost like you start feeling like you fell in love with an object, like a tree or a table or an animal. Though an animal is not an object, but you start to feel like you fell in love with an animal, some kind of stray animal. Sometimes you feel like you fell in love with the alien, a ghost, something other than the real human being. And then you think again, you're like, I wish I could just take all my tears back. Why was I even crying? Look at her. Look at her like a mosquito in the middle of a wilderness. Looking scared, looking lonely, looking deserted, looking like an outcast. And I was the only person killing myself over him or her. I was the only person going through the bushes to say, hey, stop sucking on these leaves. These are not real human beings, you mosquito. I was the one going and ripping my skin off in the bushes, trying to get this animal to come out of the bush and live and act like a real human being. And everybody looking at me crazy like, why are you bringing that tiger in town? Why are you collecting mosquitoes and bringing it in your house? Why are you chasing down a deer to bring it out of the forest? You wonder why people look at you crazy when you're crying over people who don't care about you? Number one, they don't have anything going for themselves. Number two, they don't care about you. And then you're crying, you're hooping, hollering, snot coming out of your nose, tears, crying blood. Everybody looking at you crazy because they don't see what you're crying over. They don't see it. Only you alone see it. So it's like everybody dumbstruck. But the good part is when you move on, it make you feel so stupid. It make you feel so dumb. It make you feel like you just wasted 90% of your life. That's how it feels. It literally feels like you wasted 90% of your life because time is so precious when you put your time into something and you don't get anything out. And then later you look at where you was putting your time and see that you was actually taking your time and dumping it down the toilet. Taking your time, taking everything valuable about you, walking around town, putting it in separate tanks, taking it around and just leaving it out in the street. Because I'm not saying it, wherever you put your time and whatever you do that's not reciprocated, especially in a relationship, it's a waste of time. It's a waste of life. Let's forget about time. It's a waste of life. You just want to smack yourself like, the hell? And then later you see the person, you're like,